giving a presentation on avian diversities in the vicinity of radiation exposed zone and radiation free zone. Okay. The first need for this was done as a project in my third semester for MSc. I am currently in JISU. I am pursuing my MSc. I am in fourth semester, but this was done in third semester, and it was done with two other persons altogether. So we heard that in 2015, when there was the rumor for 5G, it said that the birds were dying for 5G. And later on, after 2 years, WHO gave a report that it was not the case and nothing happens with the 5G radiation. But just 2 years after that, Mr. Pattanayak, he gave a research paper and he showed that for small animals, it can pose a threat if it has a larger surface area of body compared to the amount of body fluid in there. Like it can happen for rats, it can happen for mice, it can happen for birds also. So after that, in my third semester, my professor, Shovik sir, he told me that we can work on that and we can see that if something happens in our locality. So a study was recently done in Nadia district, but we wanted to do it on our own. So we chose Arambagh for that, and for that, I would like to say that the amount of subscriber base has already doubled in 2015, and if we see at the data that we have got of 2021, we cannot get the recent data. We see that the number of subscribers has increased by a great amount from January 21 to February 21 itself. So there is a boost in teledependency, and that's why there are certain neurogenetic effects, and we already know that for the lower frequency ranges of the RF radiation, there is a considerable damage in the neurogenetics part of smaller animals, because birds lose their track, because the amount of fluid in brain of any animal is about 90%. So there is a blood-brain barrier that gets destroyed under exposure of low radiations of RF frequency. So considering that, if we move to 5G, there can be threats, there cannot be threats, but as we see that 5G ranges in the 3100 megahertz range, so that's a considerably higher frequency. Higher frequency has more energy, but the problem is that it attenuates faster. So for 5G, we need to place towers at a shorter distances. But in India, we don't have 5G towers, we have 4G towers. 4G frequency is closer to 5G, and we have